don't try to sneak into your room like that. I know what you've got behind your back. Records. More new records.
Hi there. Over 125,000 people have now watched and listened to the Wilson-Benesch GMT1 turntable transcribe the song Gaucho from the UHQR album of Gaucho. And it does sound special, and almost everybody who listened heard how special it sounded. And the comments are really wonderful, and it's really good to see because for two reasons. First of all, a lot of people get bent out of shape by a really expensive turntable, and I understand that, but it's what it is, and the technology that was used to make that turntable is going to trickle down into less expensive but still costly turntables from Wilson-Benesch, so watch out for those. And if you want to learn about more about why it sounded as good as it did, what's so special about this turntable, the latest issue of the Absolute Sound, which is this one, the July-August issue, has my review of the Wilson-Benesch GMT1 turntable in it. And from reading that, you will learn what makes the turntable and the motor so special. The motor, by the way, was granted a patent, which is interesting because not many motors get patents these days, but it got one. If you can't find a copy of this on your newsstand, I know what are newsstands, I don't know what places sell it actually, but you can download it go to Zinio and you can buy it and download it and read the review, which I suggest you do if you're at all interested in knowing what makes that turntable special. So even though it's not here anymore, there's one more song that I transcribed before it got sent back to the UK, and that is the song Fashion from David Bowie's album Scary Monsters Super Creeps, released in 1980. A really great record for Bowie, more of a commercial record than the three records that are improperly called the Berlin Trilogy, because that's not where they were recorded. But Heroes, Low, and The Lodger, those three records, which are not at all commercial successes, but are critical successes. And over time, people of various generations have come to appreciate how wonderful those records are. And then he put out this. He came to the power station and reunited with Tony Visconti, and they started work on this record, which is a combination of commercial and also very difficult to listen to songs. There's some the opener, It's No Game, is a very difficult song. When he talks about to be insulted by these fascists, I mean, he has some power in his voice and exactly what he's referring to. And some people say it was a fight that he got into with somebody. Other people think it's more of a generic kind of political statement, but I don't want to get into that. And then he's got the Japanese actress really laying it on and singing with a ninja warrior kind of vibe to it. Really strong. And of course, the song "Ashes to Ashes," he brings back the Major Tom character and talks about. I mean, it's really about his to a certain degree. My mama said, "Don't mess with Major Tom," which is, drugs and that kind of. He was in a bad state during the 70s, the Thin White Duke, but he recovered completely and made this wonderful record. And it's got Fashion. Fashion is the last song on side one. This is a British copy. BOW LP2 that I picked up in Amsterdam at a hi-fi store that had a record selection. I was lucky to get this copy because I've got a Japanese pressing of it that's good. This is much better, cut at Townhouse, and the American one is good too. But this one is the one I think sounds the best. And this is the one that, even though the turntable is gone, I transcribed this using the Wilson-Benesch GMT1. And so I'm going to play that for you right now. And it's the last song on the side. And that's usually where turntables run into trouble. But I think this sounds phenomenal. And one of the things I pointed out in the review is that some turntables have a kind of warm, kind of cozy kind of sound to it. And those are good for acoustic music and softer sounding things of classical music, but they don't have the hardness and the power and resolution you need for rock. And other turntables have that hardness and power and resolution that are good for rock, but when you play classical music on it, it kind of leaves you a bit cold. For some reason, the Wilson-Benesch, it rocks hard when it has to, and it also has a sweet, smooth sound when it has to. I don't know how it accomplishes that, but it does. So if you listen to Walk on the Wild Side, the video of that, which is an acoustic track with strings, it sounds really sweet and warm. And when you hear this, Fashion on this, it really rocks. Well, you judge for yourself. So here's David Bowie singing Fashion from the original UK Townhouse mastered pressing of Scary Monsters Super Creeps.